And good Sunday morning. Severe thunderstorms, I think is the word, rock the area this morning. Running a little bit later than we expected. I expected this somewhere around midnight. They were slowed, and we've got them now this morning. Let's go to radar as we wake up and take a look at what is in the area today. We have two severe thunderstorm warnings that have been issued. We have Lauderdale County, Kemper County, and then, well, I guess this makes it 3, Neshoba County until 4:30 this morning. We have another 15 minutes remaining on this. We're watching this out of Hickory. There is no severe thunderstorm warning this morning for our friends in Hickory, but very, very serious weather there also. Thunderstorm activity downtown Hickory moving into Lauderdale County. Let's move here. We also have Sumter County, Alabama, under a severe thunderstorm warning until 5 o'clock. All right, let's start here and show what the National Weather Service tells us this morning as we begin this. Let's turn on locations. This is going to be reaching Painville and Boyd, Alabama, which is on Highway 17 in the next 20 minutes. So this is going to be moving out of Lauderdale, crossing Kemper, and then right on over Highway 17. Show our locations this morning where the heart of this storm is, so you'll know. This basically sitting right over Ralph's house, Lauderdale, Mississippi, at the Ralph Morgan Rodeo. As we see this would start at the north end of Dalewood. And the further you go down here to where this is going to get to where Cuba Road, York Road, rather, and Oxford Road is where we've got this. The leading edge of this, right off the edge of York Road, right there. And that's what is going to be making its way toward the Alabama line, toward Highway 17 this morning. As you can see, a lot of rain involved with that. Let's turn that off. We can get a clearer picture. This will start at NAS Meridian, move down to just above Tom Bailey Lake, and go east to the Lauderdale County line. Now, as we've seen here, this has also gone under effect. Severe thunderstorm warning until 5 for northwestern Marengo and Sumter County, Alabama, until 5 a.m. The National Weather Service radar indicated a line of storms extending near Lauderdale to 8 miles northwest of Myrtlewood, moving at 45 miles an hour. So, same storm we're watching here. We've got storms in this area also as it comes across. This is going to be moving toward Demopolis if you live on this edge of Alabama as we look at this. Here's 80, and this is 28 where it meets there. So be careful in these areas. Again, these are severe thunderstorm warnings which bring impactful rain and a lot of heavy wind with it as well. Now, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued for Newton County and also Lauderdale County. Let's look at what we've got here. We do have 2 now for Lauderdale County. As we mentioned that just a moment ago, that there was a good chance that we would get more with that, and we just did. All right, let's move into this. This is all around the Dollar General here as we go to Hickory. Heavy, heavy rain. They've moved that severe thunderstorm line. Here's right there's going to be the red goat. It's going to be just east of there on 20, and we'll go down, take in all of Chunky. It is just to the northwest, the leading edge of this severe thunderstorm warning of Chunky right now. This is going to be at New Providence. Within 4 minutes, we'll reach Sicalina within 21 minutes and be at Pine Springs in 28 minutes. So if you'll watch this path, this is what we've got. This is coming out of Newton County. It's going to go just north of 20. Now, the rain is going to be on 20, but this will head directly toward Owls, and right there at the Rock House Trading Post, right there, Gun and Pawn, and where the back porch is where that is going. It will cross Pine Springs Road. Here sits the country store, and it will be just north of the country store. If you'll look at this, how it crosses Pine Springs Church and Oak Grove Cemetery is about where this is going to cross over on Pine Springs Road. This is taking you back here to Highway 19 from the Walmart area there. Chandler Road is where this is. Here's the country store, and it will be just north of there. Right there. The subdivision is going to be right here. It's going to be crossing right there at the church and where the subdivision is there on the right. So be prepared for that in Lauderdale County. That's coming. It's a lot of rain involved with this. As you'll hear that sound in the background, that's radar just pinging where these storms are coming next as we see this. Now, as we mentioned, we've also got another severe thunderstorm warning that we wanted to look at for all those that are watching us from Neshoba County. Kemper County probably could get a severe thunderstorm warning in the next few moments as we see, several things going on here. I can hear the thunder in the background now as we look at this. Coming out of Leake County, another severe thunder storm that has not issued one here, but that's heavy rain. Expect something to happen in the next few moments, as this will be headed toward downtown Philadelphia within a half an hour. As you zoom in on this, this will cross just north of the Neshoba County line and go just about where the police station is. Cross right in there on Main Street. If you're heading out of town there on the, that would be traveling east. It will travel right across there and go into the north part of the county there. And that's what we've got with this. Let's close that out where we can see what else we've got going on here. Now, as we look at Kemper County, this is going to be coming out. At this point, they have not issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Kemper on the western side. It's only this eastern side, southeast side. But we are starting to see showers at Damascus. It's quickly moving in now. There at Cleveland, Highway 16. If you're going to be traveling there this morning, be careful. Highway 491 in Neshoba County. If you live on that road, have to travel it it is a tremendous amount of rain pouring down. As a matter of fact, we're starting to show lightning strikes right there at 491. We've had two pretty good hits, one at 4:14, which was 6 minutes ago, and another one 9 minutes ago. These are lightning strikes most likely, and that looks to be a pond right off of 491, right in there. As you can see, the center of this is now just east. It's still raining heavy there, but just east of 491, making its way toward 495. We see here that Cleveland, Moscow, Bluff Springs will have this in about 9 minutes. Cypress Mills is going to be headed in your direction, too, as we back out to take a look. Now, the intensity of this storm, as you'll see there, 2.9 out of a 10. Cleveland will have it 9 minutes. DeKalb, 23 minutes, and again, Cypress Mills will be affected by this storm also as we look at this. And this is the path as it makes its. This is a 30-minute window here to the other side. Right here is Kemper Lake. Right there is going to be Spring Hill Volunteer Fire Department. All of these areas involved in this downtown DeKalb. The actual center of this will cross 16 before town, cross Highway 397, just shy of reaching where the lake is, and then cross 39 and make its way right toward the Wahala area and on toward Bentonville and Kemper County. Intense storms involved with it. We got another storm that we've picked up now on Highway 493. This is going to be affecting DeKalb in 13 minutes. Scuba, you will have this one 28 minutes, and as well as Wahala there at the Baptist Church, the railroad tracks right downtown there in Wahala. So if you're in Kemper County, be prepared for that. We've got all these storms moving across Neshoba County. There at the Coliseum, a lot of rain. After you get through Tucker, you're getting heavy, heavy rain all the way up to the hospital. And then east is, again, 491, where that leads back into town. Changes over, to 486 before it comes into town. So a lot of rain there. All right, let's back out, look at Lauderdale County now, what we've got going on here. Now, as I've often told you when we show these on radar, pay close attention to what we've got going on here. This is going to be the southwest corner of Lauderdale County. We've got a leading edge storm that is cutting across. We'll look at where that will be in a moment. But we've got sheer winds just to the west of Stuckey's Bridge now. Here's Stuckey's Bridge right here. Let's zoom in on this and get a closer view. This is going to be on Point Juanita Lake Road. This is fast approaching Shuck Road, if I'm reading that right. Yeah, Shuck Road. This is going to be affecting that area. If you live in that area, strong winds in that area. This is going to be just north of Concord Church. Here sits Stuckey's Bridge. This is where we're sitting at. This is Point Juanita Lake Road. And again, sheer winds involved with this. And this does not mean that it is on the ground, but a lot of times we do see to where when we pick these up on radar, we will have wind damage of some type. So we want you, if you live in the southwest corner of Lauderdale County, to be prepared, know what's coming. If you are sleeping where a tree is, I highly suggest getting up, getting away from that area of your home. Not a safe place to be at this point. Now, let's move back up here and look at the leading edge of the storm, where it's headed. It will be making its way toward North Hill Street, crossing over to Marion in that direction, just north of Marion. It's going to go right where the soccer complexes are. Raining pretty heavy now in Collinsville at the Pig there. But let's go here where this storm is. We're going to come back to that. That's moved over. These winds are moving. Lost Gap, 8 minutes. You have this storm coming on you. It's at Meehan now. Nellyburg within 15 minutes. And we'll reach the city of Meridian within 20 minutes. Let's go back down here. As radar updates of this wind moving across the county. We are showing still 58-mile-an-hour shear winds, and this circle that is showing here is about 1 mile wide. As you'll see right here, this is Plant Sweat. This is going to be due south of that. Here's 59 in Lauderdale County. This is going to be Meehan Savoy Road, just north of there. Heavy winds. Now, this is on the rural route. As we look at this, here's your main roads, and this is going to be off in some pine trees at this point. Again, this was the intersection there, Meehan, where you get off. Here's Poplar Springs Baptist Church sitting here, Meehan Savoy Road. This is going to be Hill Road there as we come across, sitting there. If we take another point, we go up from Slide Bypass Road. It'll be just due north of there in the pine trees is what we're looking at on that. We'll watch this very carefully. And again, as we said, this is severe thunderstorms is what we've got going on right now. And that's a lot of shear wind occurring in the county right now. As we update, we've moved this watch box as we'll look at this, the whole area. Now, up here coming in out at the prison, it's going to be pouring rain. This is coming across right now. This is going to be right here at Chunky where we've got all of it. The severe thunderstorm warning now has moved specifically to Lauderdale County as we look at this. Again, we've got two of these. Lauderdale has, I guess what you'd call a double severe thunderstorm warning. As this moves out of the county, we've got this one that's moving in from here, moving northeasterly across the county this morning as you're waking up. Let's turn off locations and look at the big picture of this. A lot of rain. We got some rain occurring down south of here. Now, we move up Kemper at this point. Only has this here in the southeast corner. It doesn't change the fact it's raining heavy on Highway 493 this morning as you're waking up. And let me go back here and let's check a couple things while we're doing this morning. I wanted to see with the National Weather Service if they had released another statement as to what was going on. Significant hail threat affecting the southwest side of Meridian. That's what we were looking at. It is coming in. So hail. If you're waking up and you've got a brand new car that you didn't park under the garage, now's a good time to do that. A lot of hail. We'll pull that on in just a moment. Severe thunderstorm warning, Lauderdale Newton, and that was at 4:15, so that's about over on that one. So nothing else on there. Let's check our power. See how we are with everybody, if we've lost power of any sort. As we've got one person, and that's not working real accurately, but we're showing one person, so nothing serious with that yet. Now let's go back to radar now that we know that we do have some hail moving along with this. Let's go back to radar, pull this up. Here we are. Let's go back to our shear winds that we've been following here. This is some of the worst rain that we've had here on 20. If you are in Meridian getting ready to go toward Newton Jackson, hold off a little while. As you'll see that the colors of radar, this has turned black. That's some intense rain. This is where this is falling down. Let's get a closer look at our locations and exactly where this is in relation to everything. Right here on the north end of that is going to be New Providence Church right here. Rock Hill Church is where that is. As we'll look at Highway 80, Point Juanita Lake Road, where that comes across. Also, let's get a little closer here. Here's Mount Moray Church, as we'll see right here, coming across 20. Heavy rain. We want you to be extremely careful in that area. This is Sicalina Meehan Road, where this runs under 20 there. This is going to come on up here is the split as we get into Lost Gap. Then we get to the split here. It's just to the west of there. Now, let's go back and see what our little friend is doing down here. Still hovering at 58 miles an hour. Radar updated. As we'll see this, and this is going to be heading directly toward Meridian High School, this storm here. This will cross Highway 19 near Walmart, near MCC, and make its way again right across where Meridian High is, and then cross Marion right there, just about at the four-way stop. Here's the Chevron back over on North Hill Street. All of this area is going to get pounded. The center of it will cross right through there. There's Meridian High School. Here's EMEPA on Highway 39. This is where Hardy sent. Here's Lamar School, and this will cross right over at the, that's going to be right at Lockheed is where that is. It's where that center of that storm will go. Again, some very, very intense rain moving into Lauderdale County there. Let's turn off these locations where you can see a bigger view of the county. Pretty strong in it. This is the West Lauderdale area. This is going to be Lake Okeechobee. All of these storms here will be moving toward Kemper County. It will be in Daleville within 14 minutes and reach Blackwater within 20 minutes. We got Kemper Springs that will be affected by it also in the next little bit. Good morning to everybody. A lot of strong hail and wind to the soccer complex in Meridian. And speaking of that, let's go here and look at where our hail is to give y'all the idea of what's going on with that. Look at the hail here. This is what the National Weather Service was talking about just a few moments ago. This is the worst of it there. This is approaching. And if you live on this east side here, downtown Meridian, and again, I know it's early. It's 4:30 in the morning, but you do have time to move your vehicle to get it covered. Kind of late back in here. This is horrific rain from Chunky all the way here to the Split is what we're looking at. Again, we're picking up hail right here, a little bit out here, not much, but from Marion northeasterly across the county toward Dalewood, we're picking up hail, light hail here in Kemper County, but not near what's going on in southwestern Lauderdale County. Serious. All right, let's turn that down. Now, also, I want to remind you that we have severe weather tonight also. As we look at this, and this, we'll just do this live and flick over here so you can see this. We are, I can do it here. Let's just do it on this so you'll know what's going to happen tonight. This is going to be another one of those very, very severe weather events that are coming tonight. As you'll see, this is a level 1. This is a level 2, this yellow. And then here we are in Lauderdale County and most of the areas that are close to us with a level 3. Southern Kemper County, a touch of Neshoba County, all of Newton County, Bay Springs area, Jasper County, Smith County, Scott County, all of this. Our friends in Alabama, this is a level 3. This can produce tornadoes, and this will be tonight as we look at this. This is what is predicted for this afternoon. What we'll do here is pull this up of what see if the Jackson has updated their timeline on this. As we'll see this 2 p.m., still what they're holding to, 2 p.m. to midnight. And again, as we just looked at that on our radar there, how it would just, it's a little bit further north than what's on there. But very serious weather that we need to pay attention to. This could bring severe storms. Tornadoes are possible. 2-inch size hail tonight, and damaging wind of about 70 miles an hour is expected with this storm tonight. So as this passes around 2 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to have another round of serious weather in our area. What is all of this pink here? This is a severe thunderstorm watch until 8 o'clock this morning. All right, some of these should have worn off. As we look here, we do have one severe thunderstorm warning remaining here in Lauderdale County. And let's look at this. Until at 4:25, radar indicated a storm over Nellyburg or near Meridian, moving at 30 miles an hour. It's moving east there. This is going to remain into effect till 5 o'clock. We do have this one that was in the corner up here for Kemper County that has expired. We're still watching this until 5 a.m. Sumter County, Alabama, still under severe thunderstorm warning. And this has not let up. Now, our shear winds have backed off that we were watching down here in southwestern Lauderdale County. Good news is I have not seen any indication that power was lost in that. Let's go back here and let's do a fresh update on EMEPA and see if anything has gone on with that. Still the same. Nothing, no changes in that as we look at that. Updated at 4:33. That's within the last 60 seconds. So we're doing okay there. Let's go back to radar. Keep this up where everybody can see what's going on. Again, the worst of rain that we've got in Lauderdale County is going to be right here at 20 coming up with a split. Be careful if you live in these areas. Do not travel. 20 if you can wait just a little bit. Horrific rain. As we come out, let's turn back on our locations to let you know in relation to where you live. We're showing this out on Church Road in Collinsville. That area there where all the churches are, where Tyson's is, even overextending to the Piggly Wiggly, making its way on that west side of Lake Okeechobee. It goes all the way up toward the high school and making its way there toward Chet's. A little bit of rain there coming up on West Lauderdale Elementary. This will move across the county, and when you get out here where the Water Association, where North Lauderdale is, heavy rain there. Up 493, be careful if you're going to be traveling anywhere near Arkadelphia this morning. Hold off a little while there. That's 2-lane road. We know how that road is. Heavy rain out here as we look at Covington Fish Farms. Not as heavy as it is just to the west. We're getting a lot of rain there. Daleville also. Now let's go back to downtown Meridian, then we'll move into Kemper County and look what's going on there. Everything looking good to the south of us. Clark County, y'all are all right now. Joe tells us marble-sized hail in Oakland Heights right now. Hail in North Meridian. Sharon says, thank you. James is telling us, where did James go there? Heavy rain mixed with some hail near Rush Hospital this morning. Nickel-sized hail on King Road. Kaylin, thank you. Bonita area getting hail right now. Whew. It's hailing, Emerson says. Also, Don, heavy thunder here in Sycamore and Chamberville area. Newton right now has cleared up, as I got that note from Erica. Collinsville, heavy rain is what we're getting there. Let's do this. Kemper County, again, has expired on that severe thunderstorm warning. We do have a lot of heavy rain coming in downtown DeKalb, making its way towards Scuba, Highway 16. So that stretch in between Scuba, let's just start at Giles. It's not raining at Giles yet. Out of coming off of the Bama line all the way into Scuba, 16 in DeKalb, Highway 39, about 5 miles outside of town. Treacherous right now. Lauderdale and Sumter County, Alabama, getting the worst of what we've got. Let's move back in. We're showing a lot of lightning here. That was 1 minute ago. As we'll look at here, here's the split. This is going to be right just due south. Here's Old Highway 80 right there. Usher Lake, Sand Hill Road, right there where North Lakeland Drive ends. Straight out in the pine trees there, a pretty good lick there with lightning. And again, if you'll see that struck just about there at the medium about 60 seconds ago. As you're coming in, here's going to be the airport right before you get there. I don't know what it bounced up against, but it didn't like it, did it? It struck that area. Let's go back over here. The worst of the rain now over downtown Meridian, Rush Hospital, these areas. Let's look here and pull this in. This is pretty much going to follow from the Evangel Temple down 22nd Avenue to downtown Meridian. As you cross over the exit there, you go down past the Children's Museum where SMI is. Right now, here's Rush Hospital. This storm is sitting on top of 29th Avenue, as we'll see here. Now, let's back this out where y'all can see what's happening here. Let's drag this over here. This will be, it's on Meridian now. We'll reach Bonita in 4 minutes, head out toward Rainbow Lakes, Russell area within 11 minutes, and reach Kewanee within half an hour. So that's the direction, as you can see, this is going. Here's Rainbow Lakes, Lake Tom Bailey, headed in that general direction. But downtown Meridian at this point is areas where you can hardly see. You don't have to go out. Be careful. Hail in Kemper, Mandy is telling us. Thank you, Mandy Lee. Appreciate that. Hail on Shoemate Road, Steve tells us. Ashley, a quarter-size hail just ended in Nellyburg. Hail on Windmill Drive near Northeast Elementary. You know exactly where that is, Brittany. Hail on 36th Avenue. Tracy, thank you. Brenda, how are you doing? She was watching us this morning. Heavy thunder in Kemper County. Grace tells us. Hail on Pine Springs Road right there at the country store. Thanks, Chris. Hailstorm on North Hills. Woo. Calm now on the fairgrounds in Philadelphia. Yeah, it is calm there now. Had some bad hail on Fairchild Road in the Lost Gap area. Heavy hail, North Hills area. Also, small hail on Highway 39, Jacob says. Appreciate y'all watching. We do appreciate y'all very much. Hail in DeKalb, thundering in Tum Subu was the last we got from Julie. Thank you, Julie. Hail on Valley Road also. And all of this makes sense if you'll see this. All right, let me make sure everything is hunky-dory. That's 438. Let's do a hard reboot here, make the computer resync with everything that's going on out of Jackson as they send that information. That's a bird's eye view of what we've got right now. Now, the line has moved on the severe thunderstorm warning, and let's look at what we've got and where it takes in Lauderdale County. MCC is the line where the severe thunderstorm warning is, then moving east, taking in all of Lauderdale city limits and Meridian. So anywhere west of MCC back toward the county line, toward Newton, is out of danger now. This will go south down to Greg's Fireworks. Take in 45 south, the Evangel Temple, cut across right there at Long Creek Ball Field, and go due east, passing the Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts. Won't make it to Wyandotte, then go due north, taking everything on the east side. Now, as this moves up out of the city limits of Meridian, it will move northeasterly as we look at here. Here's the soccer complex. Here's Highway 493, and this will be just shy of before where you would reach out here at Bailey, where the old Bailey grocery store used to be. Just shy of that. It will not go that far and cut across, move northeasterly to 39 right there at the entrance to NAS Meridian. If you're coming down 39, take that drive on Stennis Drive. That's where the severe thunderstorm warning hangs a right, takes in all of NAS Meridian and back to the county line. So this tells us if you're living in York, Alabama, if you're in Livingston, you're going to have another round of severe thunderstorms make its way to you. Now, look at this southern tip. Here's the Sam Dale Monument. Look at all of this lightning we're getting in northern Lauderdale County. Again, here's Covington Fish Farms, if y'all are familiar with that. Here's Stennis Drive. Look at these lightning strikes that we're getting. 438. That was about 3 to 4 minutes ago. Right here, just across the Kemper County line, that's going to be sitting there at Kemper Springs Volunteer Fire Department. Right here is going to be the Blackwater Baptist Church there, and then the substation right past that. Highway 45, just north of Lauderdale, this storm is going to be moving across there. Not quite making it to the Chicken Shack at this point. There's the Chicken Shack at Portable. There's the Cowboy Church. We are showing some heavy rains over downtown DeKalb right now, making its way bullseye towards Scuba. Now, again, that's not a severe thunderstorm warning, but it's not going to change the fact it's flooding so bad you can hardly see there on 16, downtown DeKalb there. That little four-way stop we got there on 16, it's a coming down. As you'll see here, it will reach Scuba within 14 minutes. Millington by, 20 minutes? Giles by 21. Lover's Lane, you should have that in about 16 minutes as we look at it. And then on into Geiger. Binsville, Waholic sitting here. But all of this is, you'll look at this, coming across Scuba. This will go past Presley Bottom in that area and going out to the Binsville United Methodist Church. Jimmy and all the gang, David Bryan out here right there. Linda Jane, y'all are going to get this rain as it comes across there. And we'll move from DeKalb like a due easterly across Baca Valley and right over to where Kim Way sits there on Highway 17 in Alabama. So that's what we've got there. Let's go back down into Lauderdale County. Not showing any more shear winds, which is good news. Now let's back out and you go, all right, I don't live in Lauderdale. What's going on elsewhere? Here's what we got. Some light showers to the south, equipment down and around Jay's Taxidermy, light rain. We are going to watch this right here, making its way into Smith County. As we look at Jasper County, we're starting to show some showers. Nothing bad, though. Just south of Lewin is where they are, making their way toward Clark County. We go back up due north. Not much happening in Newton County right now. Light showers from Hickory to Chunky. Y'all got floated away earlier, didn't you? Been there. Now, downtown Philadelphia, still heavy, heavy rain as we look at this. Now, the big picture as we look up here, the severe thunderstorm watch is going to cover Winston County and also Noxubee County. As radar updates there, and as we look at radars, they update every 60 seconds as it goes around and puts it out. And always remember, when I'm talking about a road within a half a mile of there, within that 60 seconds, a storm can affect something. So we always want you to know, stay just about a half a mile ahead of everything when we look at radar to be on the safe side as things update. Sometimes it's slower. Rain intensity starting to break up there east of Philadelphia. Highway 16. It's still raining hard, but not what y'all had. Just outside the city limits of DeKalb on Highway 16 there, getting near Townsend Road. Here's Townsend Road that would put the dump about right here. We're going to put the old roadside park about right there. It's where we'll be. This will be Sickanachy Hill getting flooded right now as you go into Kemper County there. Light rain at the Cowboy Church, and let's go south back into the southern portion of Kemper County. Is right there at the line, just due east of the Sam Dale Monument around Kemper's, right there at the Volunteer Fire Department, Kemper Springs. Highway 45 due north of Lauderdale is getting ready to take a pounding there on 45. Let's go back down into Lauderdale County now. NAS Meridian, pouring rain. In the city limits of Meridian, let's move over here on the east side. Sam's is where it is, out by Bonita. Anybody watching from that area right now? As we look here, let's see. Just hail in North Meridian, hail in DeKalb. Y'all watch all of that. Early morning, Ashley. Glad to see you up there. Hail has stopped on the Homestead Road in Russell. That's wonderful. Glad that stopped. Right there's Russell Christian Academy. You got the eye of this storm coming across, sitting there right now. It will be in Tumsuba within 9 minutes, which will put it right there at 4:50. That timeline does not match of what the current time is. It'll be there in 5 minutes is what that will be. York and Cuba should expect this in 15 minutes is what we've got there. Now, here's the Ag Center. This is going to move across Eastern Highway 19 on out to Southeast, right there where Charlie's place is. We've got a lot of rain coming down at the Red Fireworks Barn also. This goes up, taking down 20 as you get out to the Russell exit there. Here's Russell Christian Academy, and let's zoom in on this as we see all of our points. Here's the Highway Patrol Office sitting up on the hill. A lot of rain there also. We follow 80 out to Marion Russell Road, which would take you back into Marion. Let's look where this is. Here's Walker Chapel. We move in. Here's Russell Mount Gilead Road. This is going to be Murphy Road, and this is going to be Harper Road. The center of this storm is in between the two, the eye of it. So this is Harper Road. It's going to be crossing Russell Mount Gilead Road. As you'll see here, it's rain here, but look what's behind this right here. Marion Russell Road up to where Lockheed is. Here's the four-way stop in Marion, and it just heavier and heavier the further south and southeast of there that you travel there. Now, this will go out to Highway 19 again. Here's Southeast High School. Right here is going to be Lakeview Golf Course. Just to the east of Lakeview, right there is where that rain picks up. There's 19 all the way down to Southeast High School. The Boy Scouts, again, is the line of what we're watching where the severe thunderstorm is. This will last. We've got roughly 13 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning. This was quite the wake-up call we all got this morning, wasn't it? And again, this lagged. I really was expecting this storm to reach this area long before now, but it did, as I put in the notes last night of when this got changed to a level 2 for our area, that it was going to happen, most likely be exiting around 3. It drug. It's Mother Nature. It happens. But we're on that now. As we look to the south, some light showers moving in and around the equipment area. Right here, as we look here, Clark County, you don't have a thunderstorm warning, but on Highway 512 right there at Pleasant Hill Church, some rain. As we come back over here into Jasper County, there at Paulding, some rain that we're watching. As we move over Highway 17, right there at the Choctaw County Courthouse, Butler, Alabama, good little rain coming down. All right, still no severe thunderstorm warning for Kemper here. That is expired, but we still got heavy showers, a storm right on top of Scuba at this point. And let's start here and we'll move back southward. Let me just go on up to the top of this. Coming out of Louisville, and we're going to work our way straight down and follow all of this. This is Highway 14. Here's Winston Academy, downtown Louisville. Right here at Crystal Ridge Road, all the way across, coming toward Macon, Mississippi, where Bethel Baptist Church is, pouring rain. And it will reach Lake Forest Ranch before long. All of that area, Highway 14, dangerous travel is what we'll put on that. If you're going to be leaving Preston and headed toward Sugarlock, y'all be careful as we look at this, as this intersection comes across Highway 21 Dangerous territory, 2-lane road. As we get here to Townsend Road, right outside of DeKalb. Here sits DeKalb. Here's Townsend Road. Here's the dump. Right there. Here's the leading edge of the storm on the outskirts of Scuba right now. It will be at Scuba within 3 minutes, and we'll reach Giles within the next 10 minutes. And that's going to be right here. It's going to cross Lover's Lane. Go right behind Jimmy's house right there. There's the mansion as you're getting ready to cross in. Jimmy, that's going to put it right about where your house is, where it comes across due north of David Bryan's house on Highway 16 across there. It will reach Geiger right there. There's Kim Waste. It's going to be up here with about where the Methodist Church is in downtown Geiger. It's sitting on top of that hill is where that storm will lead out of Kemper County. We do have one here at Sugarlock that's going to go just due north of where Sugarlock Lumber Company is. It will be at Prairie Point in 25 minutes. Now let's move into southern Kemper County as we look at this. This is just across the Kemper County line, sitting on top of Highway 45 right now. This will be at ML within a half an hour. It's at Endendale. You'll have this storm there at 2 Mile Bottom at the where it starts there at 2 Mile Bottom within the next 5 minutes. We move back into Lauderdale County. We're showing heavy rains out at West Lauderdale. It's right there on top of it now. It does stretch over. Raining at West Lauderdale Elementary, but heavier over at the high school. As we move down, we've got a lot of heavy rain here at the coming down at NAS Meridian. As we'll look at that just west of where the airport is. You'll have some rains moving across the field there in a moment. We come back down to MCC, and again, the worst of the weather has passed through downtown Meridian. It's moving slowly easterly. Here's Northeast High School. Here's the soccer complex on Highway 39. Here's Marion. This is going to be that stretch starting at Northcrest Baptist Church. See, you got a stretch there with no rain. You get to Marion, and you come across, and the further you go down, right out here, Rainbow Lakes, and coming down pretty heavy at Russell Christian Academy all the way out to Tom Bailey Lake. If you're watching in those areas, we got it. Nickel-sized hail in North Hills, Amber says. Woo. Don't walk out in this stuff. That stuff hurts. I don't know if anybody's ever been trying to get back into a house before getting out of a car. It does tap. Let's see here. I hope everyone North Hills car windows are marked safe. I'm thankful for having a carport. That's pretty funny, Jocelyn. That was good. I like that. Coming a flood in Lauderdale, Morgan says. It is there. All right, here's what we're looking at. There's where you are, Morgan. That's going to be right there at Dalewood. Heavy rain, more heavy rain moving across there. Right here is where the worst of the worst. We've got 2 legs of storms that are moving out of Mississippi toward Alabama. If you're going to be over by McElroy Trucking, that area, Lake, that's Juanita, in it? Lake Louise, I was close. Juanita and Louise, I get y'all confused. I'm sorry about that. Let me close that out. Let's look at where these storms are. This is Highway 496. We move up Kewanee Road south. Here's Smith Spur Road out in the pine trees as we'll look at this. Here's Richard Johnson Road. This is going to cross Johnson Loop right here in the next moment or so. This will be in Cuba within 6 minutes just to show you how fast storms move. And then to Bellamy, Alabama within half an hour. That's leg 1 of our storms. Let's go back over here. Right here. Here's Smith Spur Road, Spring Hill Baptist Church, Kewanee South Road. Both of these storms pretty relatively going to be moving through there. As we move back over here, here's Highway 496, Russell Mount Gilead Road. This is going to be Shelby Gresset Road is where this is coming up on. And sitting right here, this is the KOA Campground Road. Right there is where that storm is. As you'll see there, headed in that direction, it will cross 20 once it gets across there. Right there, the Simmons Wright store. Y'all expect some heavy showers there also. As we come back across here again, Tom Bailey Lake, flooding, as we might put it, all the way back to Russell Christian Academy, all around Rainbow Lakes. Y'all have got the rain right now. A leg of this storm already in Alabama now, making its way across. Will be at Scratch Hill. Yeah, they had some unique names in Alabama, didn't they? This will be at Bellamy within 20 minutes as we look at this. Now, we're still showing heavy rain back here. It's beginning at Sam's. We've got some heavy rain also out at the park. If you're going to be near Highland Park right now, heavy rain. But, again, not as bad as it is to the east of there. 453. Let's update this again. Do a hard reboot to make sure that we've got the most accurate information that is going on. Let's turn all that off. We roughly have 6 minutes remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning. As you'll see, there's nothing behind this. Nothing's going to trigger that over here. We do want to watch this in Jasper County. Will something pop in this? It could. Clark. And then if this holds together, we could have another round of this coming through, as you'll see, moving through Lauderdale County. It'll be a little while. We'll watch this in the background of what's going on. Showers down here. Let's look at the whole state. Again, it just kind of picked here. Again, this is not over. We're going to have another round of this afternoon. We want y'all to be fully aware. And this will be calm in comparison to what's coming. Tonight, I don't want anybody to underestimate what is coming of what we'll have, a level 3 storm. Again, it focuses here Lauderdale County, Kemper County, across this I-20 corridor. Let's go back and check our outages and update from EMEPA to see if we've had any outages come to the area. We're still good on all of that. Let me see what else we got. Let me go back and see what the National Weather Service is telling us, if there's anything new from them. Eastern Kemper County, that's all. Nothing new has been really put out in the last little bit. The National Weather Service hasn't said much since about 15 minutes ago. Portions of eastern Kemper County are going to get wet by 5:15. As we were looking there in Jasper County, a strong thunderstorm will impact portions of southwestern Jasper and southwestern Smith County, Covington County, Jones County through about 5:45. So that would put it after 6 o'clock, making its way toward Clark, Lauderdale counties. Thunderstorm capable. All right, all of that is old news. So the Smith County area that we were looking at just a moment ago is the latest that we've gotten. We're well aware of what's going on there. Let's see, where was that? Had some reports of gunshot before all this rain started. I was reading that. Okay, let's go back to radar as we pull this up so everybody can be on the same page here. Jocelyn, yeah, thanks for watching there. We appreciate that. Demopolis, our friends over here, Utah, Alabama, look at the rain that's coming down on y'all. All this coming from Lauderdale County, making your way towards you. Downtown Scuba, a lot of rain right now, right there at the intersection. Hold off on getting that subway a little while. Stop there if you need to, and pause before you go north toward there, between there and Sugarlock. All right, as we come down, downtown Meridian, we can go ahead and say everything is safe there. It's moved out of the city limits of Meridian. Let's pull these back up so where you can see what's going on here, where that heavy rain is. Cuba, y'all are going to get wet from these storms moving out of Lauderdale County towards you. York, Alabama, you're going to feel the same. Livingston, you get a little bit of this. Now, here's Russell Christian Academy as we look at the heart of where the storm is. This is 20. This is going to be Highway 11 right there. Picks up right there at Russell Christian Academy all the way toward the state line. We come across, the rain gets intense. New Hope Church, First New Hope Church. As we follow this up, this is going to be Betts Ratcliffe Road right there. Telephone Station Road. Y'all know where I'm talking about. That's where that heavy, heavy rain is right now. Right there's Tom Bailey Lake, North Shore Drive. Getting some lightning strikes. That was 8 minutes ago. Shelby Gresset Road, pouring rain. Right here, your Spring Hill Baptist Church is where the Smith Spur Road. That's where that storm is sitting right there at Wright Spur Road right now. This will reach Cuba within 7 minutes, so it's going to be exiting Lauderdale County probably within 5 minutes. We've got 1 minute remaining on this severe thunderstorm warning for Lauderdale County at this point. But whether they extend it or close it, it's still going to be heavy rains for at least 7 to 8 minutes left here in Lauderdale County. Look at that right there. That's that Smith Spur Road. That's going to be Shiloh, Shelby Gressett Road right there. All roads leading into that area is where we've got the worst of the rain right now. Green Hill Road. Y'all are catching it, aren't you? Pat and Jim Coke, good morning there. Kewanee getting a little hail. We're getting some notes on. All right, here's the Simmons Wright store. This is over to back over to Tom Bailey Lake. In between those two areas is the worst in Lauderdale County. We're within 60 seconds. We're crossing that mark. I'll give this just a second. We'll refresh and see what the National Weather Service is going to do towards keeping this or expiring this on the severe thunderstorm warning. I think they're going to let this expire is what my gut is for Lauderdale County. Yeah, just hadn't faded away yet. As we do say that this, yep, there it went. It took it 30 seconds longer than it should have, didn't it? Rufus, good morning there. Great to be awoken by thunder. Good morning to you there. What was that Bob Seger song? Woke late last night to the sound of thunder. Started humming a song from 1963. Funny how the night moves. I knew it would come to me eventually. All right, what we've got now, getting safe for Mississippi. We have cleared out the severe thunderstorm warnings for Noxubee, all this area, Neshoba County, rain-free right now. But as we'll see here, we do have Jasper County going under a severe thunderstorm warning. Jacob will pull that up here in just a second, show you all about what's coming tonight here. We'll do that. As we were watching this, we did think that this would happen here with Jasper County. Now, not a lot happening in Jasper County right now. This area down around Taylorsville getting wet right now with a severe thunderstorm warning. They do expect this to roll into Jasper County. This is not going to be the intensity that this was, but we do have it there. Now, although these severe thunderstorm warnings have expired for Lauderdale County, it doesn't change. Look at this. It's still pouring here. We're going to ride this just a few more minutes. Watch this. Make sure everything's okay before we cut this broadcast short. We want you to be fully aware. But let's take a minute as we were looking at going back over what's going to happen tonight. This keeps up, I'm going to have a third cup here in a moment. All right. Let's pull up Jackson, Mississippi. Let me go back here and refresh, make sure that sometimes National Weather Service out of Jackson sometimes will update. They have not changed anything. So let's pull this up. This is what they're predicting, and then we'll go back to my radar and look at the timelines. A level 3. Now this is a thin line, if y'all will notice this, of southern Neshoba County and southern Kemper County with this 2. And we do take in portions of Kemper County on this map here being a level 3. A level 3, severe thunderstorms likely. Large hail up to 2 inches in size. Tornadoes, a few can be strong tonight. And if you'll see here, damaging wind gusts up to 70 miles an hour. The severe storms right here at golf ball size, but look how small of an area. A storm is not going to know the difference in between that thin line. So it can happen. Now, the timeline, I was asked about that. It's going to be 2 p.m. until 11 p.m. tonight. So we're better in the fact that this will happen sort of in daylight for the most part. 2 p.m. It won't be like after midnight to where people are not stirring and not prepared. As we've seen so much happen here. And let me go here. Let me just slide down and look at something. As we talk about tornadoes, I want everyone to fully understand of just how bad things are. Let's look at a few pictures. When we give a warning, it gives you a few minutes to get to where you're going. Before that warning is issued, you should know where you're going. Do you have a tornado room? Do you have a shelter? If not, make sure you know where you're going to where one is. And let's look as to why. I often talk about, well, put on hard sole shoes. You've heard me say that. There's a reason for that. If you've got a football helmet, you got a bike helmet, any kind of helmet for your head when these are issued. You look dorky, I know it, but it's okay. This is why you want it. This is Mississippi as we look at this. Let's just go through a few of these pictures. Nothing left of that. And as you look at these pictures, that's a brick home. Doesn't matter. Look at the devastation. There is absolutely nothing left of this home. Last count that I got was somewhere between 24 to 25 people lost their lives in Mississippi with this. And this is a bird's eye view. Look at that. Entire roof gone. If you're there, that'll suck you out. Nothing left there. Some of these, there's nothing but a slab left. These are chilling of just the destruction of what a tornado can do. I've seen a lot worse pictures involved with this also as we just go around and look at this. These were fortunate. It didn't level them. Look here. And I'm sure by now, there it is right there. Y'all know how much those weigh? That's two 18-wheelers twisted and thrown on top of each other. Nothing left of this business that was parked there. If you were in there, the odds of living are very slim. That's that aerial. That's those two 18-wheelers we just looked at. And it puts it in perspective of what we need to do. Things have gotten better through the years of warnings and being able to pinpoint what corners of the county should be watched. It's not like the old days. And if you remember when I was a kid, when a severe thunderstorm warning or a tornado warning was issued, you didn't really know where it was. You just knew it was the county. Things have gotten better. So the warning systems have improved. So take these seriously. Watch this weather tonight with me. I'll be here live all through this. We will not leave. We'll be here when it turns bad. We've got backup generators should the power go off. We'll be there. I've got even a backup internet. Didn't say it was the greatest, but it will get us back on should the main line go down. It'll get us back on to at least cover things to let you know where they are. State of Mississippi, as we look at this, Smith County, and also right here, let's look at what the National Weather Service is telling us. Jasper County, Smith County, Covington, Jones County until 6 a.m. So they're giving this a little while. Again, the intensity not near what we had rolled through Lauderdale and Neshoba and Newton counties just a little bit ago. So that's the good news. This is going to be near Taylorsville around 5, Bay Springs around 5:20, and then make it to the Rose Hill area around 5:45. I'll be here watching this, and we'll come back on and do another live should that get worse. We'll be all over that. Now, let's look at Alabama real quick. Our friends there, y'all are saying, well, I'm getting wet. You are. This is going to be south of Livingston, this severe thunderstorm warning, until 5:45 this morning. As we look at this, Sumter County, Alabama, until 5:45. A few moments ago, radar located this storm over Cuba, moving to the east at 40 miles an hour. Those are the areas that we're watching right there. Cuba, heavy rain, moving this way. Now, if you'll notice, that's bad rain, but remember that black that we had back over here? It was a lot worse, so it's showing signs it is breaking up. Demopolis, just have your heads up. Got some rain headed your way. Now, nothing that has happened this morning has been worse than a severe thunderstorm, which is good, and that's what all of this pink is. This will run until 8 o'clock this morning. So another 3 hours on it as we watch these storms. And here's the big view here. This is this light rain moving here. Can this increase and get worse as it reaches here? It could. We'll be back here behind the scenes again, watching it. We will go live to let you know what happens. Christy says a little bit of hail in Cuba, Alabama a few moments ago. Meridian is clear for now. Nothing serious. Some light rain there. We watch this right here. If you're watching here in Meridian, we're watching this in case, as you can see, this could move northeasterly and come into Lauderdale County. I can't guarantee that, but we're watching it. But for now, the next 45 minutes, we're all good at this point. We'll watch it very closely. Look here what happened in Ridgeland there. Pea-size hail. And eventually, the National Weather Service in Jackson will get all these reports of the hail that came through. It takes them a few moments to get that loaded up. How are you doing? I bet Odie is up watching. Odie, I bet you are as well. Oh, wingman. All right, that's what we have for right now. Let's go back and check our outages again before nothing. All right, let's refresh that. Make sure we've got the latest on it. Yeah, nothing bad there. And let's see here. Let me check. I hadn't checked Mississippi Power. Let me check them. I got buttons. I'm not scared to use them. Let's see. Mississippi Power slowly pulling up. All looks good. Mississippi Power, they have 3 people out without power. South Mississippi. Let's check Central Electric in Neshoba County. Got some power outages in Neshoba County. Let's pull this up where everybody can see this. We've got about 370 people out of power here. Let's pull this up and take a look here. Here's Sebastopol. Here's Carthage. Right there. Standing Pine area is exactly where that is. Here's Philadelphia. It's going to be southwest of Philadelphia where this is. Here's Forest due north of there. Standing Pine southwest of Philadelphia. 370 people without power. That is the biggest one that I've seen so far this morning as we were looking at power outages. Let me see if the National Weather Service has sent any more notes. Just a severe thunderstorm warning there in Covington, Jasper, and Smith counties. All right, that sort of sets the pace for what we've got. Let me pull radar back up. We'll take one look at that of what we've got. Here we are. So we'll watch this very carefully. We'll be behind the scenes should this develop into something else. We'll come back and be live, and we'll be posting pictures of this as it moves across. A good Sunday morning to everybody. Hope you're feeling good, and we're all together now. Don't forget church services will fire off in a little bit. Some start at 8:30, some start at 10. Pick a church. There's probably one within a couple of miles, maybe 5 miles of where you live. We believe in them in the Deep South, don't we? Got plenty. Pick one. They'll be glad that you come. Again, thank you for dropping by, and we'll be back with more severe weather coverage should it be needed this morning. Thank you all so much for joining us.
The Scotty Ray Report is brought to you by our following partners.